Your MCP server works perfectly in development, but when you need to share its exact configuration with different MCP clients, you're stuck translating your setup into each tool's expected format. We'll see how the MCP protocol format provides a standardized way to package your server's runtime requirements, including the UV run command with flags for dependencies like requests and Python dotenv, plus environment variables like API base URL, all in a structure that matches exactly what MCP clients expect via clientless tools. This is the format generated by FastMCP inspect format MCP, designed specifically for client interoperability rather than general portability. And while it focuses on core protocol fields, some clients may still require additional wrapping in their MCP server's configuration object. Production API server. Command UV. args. Run. With. FastMCP. With. Python dotenv. With. Requests. FastMCP. Run. home/user/API server. Pi. env. API base URL. https://API example com. Timeout 30. This demonstrates the MCP protocol configuration format, specifically designed for client interoperability across the MCP ecosystem. The format strictly uses protocol-compatible fields command, args, and env to declare exactly how MCP clients should launch the server process. Unlike FastMCP's native format, which includes additional metadata like schema and annotations, this version shows only what MCP clients will see via clientless tools and clientless prompts. The pattern works by externalizing execution requirements into a standardized JSON structure that MCP-compatible clients embed within their MCP server's configuration. Here UV serves as the process runner with flags handling dependency injection, while environment variables complete the runtime context following 12-factor principles. This format is typically generated via FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving to file, ensuring the configuration matches exactly what MCP clients expect to receive through the protocol. This approach enables consistent client interoperability by providing a common configuration language that most MCP clients can consume directly. Development environments and multi-client setups primarily use this format, while production deployments often prefer FastMCP's native format for its richer metadata support. Some clients may require additional wrapping within their MCP server's object, making this format most suitable when working with MCP-compatible tools that don't have FastMCP-specific integrations. Let's break it down line by line. This defines a server configuration in MCP protocol format, matching exactly what MCP clients receive via clientless tools and clientless prompts. Unlike FastMCP native format, which includes schema and annotations, this stripped-down version uses only standard MCP protocol fields for client interoperability. The with flags leverage OV's dependency injection, while environment variables follow MCP's 12-factor configuration approach. Note that production deployments typically use FastMCP native format instead, as it preserves richer metadata. This format is generated via FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving configurations for MCP-compatible clients. Production API server. This defines the MCP protocol format configuration, matching exactly what MCP clients receive via clientless tools and clientless prompts. The with flags implement OV's dependency injection, while environment variables follow MCP's 12-factor configuration approach. For complete introspection including schema and annotations, use FastMCP's native format instead. This protocol format focuses solely on interoperability. Generate it via FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving to file for MCP client compatibility.
Command UV
specifies UV as the process runner for MCP protocol compatibility. This format exactly matches what MCP clients receive via clientless tools. Using UV with flags to inject runtime dependencies as specified in the MCP standard. The configuration follows MCP's 12-factor approach to environment variables, ensuring clients see identical tool definitions whether loaded from this file or via direct protocol inspection. Production typically uses FastMCP's native format with schema and annotations for richer introspection, while this MCP protocol format prioritizes client interoperability.
args
The args array defines the execution parameters in MCP protocol format, designed specifically for MCP client interoperability. This format matches exactly what MCP clients see via clientless tools and clientless prompts, showing only standard MCP protocol fields without FastMCP-specific metadata like schema or annotations. Each with flag declares a runtime dependency for of's dependency injection, while the final arguments specify the entry point. Production typically uses FastMCP native format instead, which you generate with FastMCP inspect format FastMCP for complete introspection, including tool schemas and annotations.
run
This is the MCP protocol format for client interoperability, matching exactly what MCP clients see via clientless tools and clientless prompts. The format uses only standard MCP protocol fields, omitting FastMCP-specific metadata like schema and annotations that appear in FastMCP's native format. The run command executes the ASGI application, with flags injecting dependencies, FastMCP, Python doten requests before startup. This format is typically generated via FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving to file, ensuring MCP clients receive compatible tool definitions. Environment variables follow MCP's 12-factor configuration approach, though some clients may require additional wrapping in their MCP server's object.
with
The with flag injects runtime dependencies using of's dependency injection system, matching the MCP protocol format that clients receive via clientless tools. This format, specifically for MCP client interoperability, omits FastMCP native metadata like schema and annotations, showing exactly what MCP clients see through the protocol. Some clients may require additional configuration in their MCP servers object to fully consume these dependencies.
FastMCP
This is the MCP protocol format for client interoperability, matching exactly what MCP clients receive via clientless tools. The with flags implement of's dependency injection, ensuring the MCP protocol implementation is available when running the server. This format is specifically generated by FastMCP inspect format MCP for compatibility with MCP clients, using only standard protocol fields while omitting FastMCP's extended metadata like schema and annotations.
with
The with flag enables of's dependency injection for runtime requirements. This MCP protocol format configuration shows exactly what MCP clients receive via clientless tools, using only standard MCP protocol fields for interoperability. Unlike FastMCP's native format, which includes schema and annotations, this simplified structure matches the output of FastMCP inspect format MCP, required when saving configurations for MCP-compatible clients. The environment variables follow MCP's 12-factor configuration approach, ensuring consistent behavior across deployments.
Python dotenv
Includes Python dotenv to load environment variables from env into the process environment. This enables 12-factor configuration for the MCP protocol format, matching exactly what MCP clients receive via clientless tools. Required for interoperability scenarios, where clients expect environment variables in this standardized structure rather than FastMCP's native format with extended metadata.
with
The with flag enables OV's dependency injection for MCP protocol compatibility. It explicitly declares runtime dependencies that MCP clients will see when calling clientless tools, matching the output format of FastMCP inspect format MCP. This format uses only standard MCP protocol fields, omitting FastMCP's extended metadata like schema and annotations that appear in the native format.
requests
This specifies requests in MCP protocol format, the standardized configuration MCP clients expect via clientless tools. Unlike FastMCP's native format with extended metadata like schema and annotations, this uses only protocol-level fields for client interoperability. The with flag injects requests at runtime via UV, matching exactly what FastMCP inspect format MCP generates for MCP-compatible tool definitions. This ensures the client sees the dependency as part of the tool's protocol contract, aligning with MCP's 12-factor configuration approach.
FastMCP
This defines the MCP protocol format for client interoperability, generated by FastMCP inspect format MCP. The with flags bundle dependencies into OV's isolated runtime, while env follows MCP's 12-factor configuration approach. This format matches exactly what MCP clients receive via clientless tools and clientless prompts. Using only standard MCP protocol fields, unlike FastMCP's native format, which includes richer metadata like schema and annotations. Some clients may require wrapping this in their MCP server's configuration object.
run
This defines the MCP protocol format configuration, which exactly matches what MCP clients receive via clientless tools and clientless prompts. Unlike FastMCP's native format with schema and annotations, this stripped-down version ensures maximum compatibility with MCP protocol clients by using only standard protocol fields. The run argument specifies the server entry point after UV injects dependencies via with flags, while environment variables follow MCP's 12-factor configuration approach. This format is typically generated using FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving configurations for MCP client interoperability, though production deployments often prefer FastMCP's native format for its richer metadata support.
home/user/API server pi
This specifies the MCP protocol format configuration, designed for client interoperability by matching exactly what MCP clients see via clientless tools and clientless prompts. The /home/user/API server pi path defines the entry point script that will be executed when the server starts, with this format typically generated using FastMCP inspect format MCP for MCP client compatibility. Unlike FastMCP native format, which includes additional metadata like schema and tool annotations, this MCP protocol format focuses strictly on standard MCP protocol fields, command, arguments, and environment variables, following 12-factor configuration principles. Some MCP clients may require additional wrapping in their MCP server's configuration object to properly interpret this format. This closing bracket terminates the MCP protocol format's args array, showing exactly what MCP clients receive via clientless tools. Unlike FastMCP's native format with schema and annotations, this stripped-down version contains only standard MCP protocol fields for maximum client interoperability. The format matches FastMCP inspect format MCP output, specifically designed for MCP client compatibility rather than full tool introspection. Production deployments typically use FastMCP's native format, while this protocol-compliant version ensures baseline compatibility across MCP implementations.
Env.
This defines environment variables in MCP protocol format, the standardized configuration that MCP clients receive via their MCP server's object. Unlike FastMCP native format, which includes tool-specific metadata like schema and annotations, this format uses only standard MCP protocol fields to ensure client interoperability. The variables here become process-level configuration at runtime, following 12-factor principles. This format exactly matches what MCP clients see via clientless tools and clientless prompts, typically generated using FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving configurations for MCP-compatible clients.
API base URL. https://API example.com.
This defines the API endpoint in MCP protocol format, the standardized representation that MCP clients receive via clientless tools and clientless prompts. Unlike FastMCP's native format, which includes schema and tool-specific metadata, this stripped-down version ensures maximum compatibility across different MCP client implementations. Production typically uses FastMCP native format for its richer features, but this MCP-compatible version matches exactly what FastMCP inspect format MCP generates for client interoperability scenarios. The format follows MCP's 12-factor configuration approach, where environment variables become first-class protocol parameters.
Timeout 30.
Defines a 30-second timeout in MCP protocol format, the standardized representation for MCP client interoperability. This format exactly matches what MCP clients receive via clientless tools and clientless prompts, generated using FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving to file. Unlike FastMCP's native format with richer metadata, this uses only standard MCP protocol fields to ensure compatibility across different MCP implementations, though some clients may require additional configuration in their MCP server's object. This closing brace finalizes the MCP protocol format configuration, which defines exactly what MCP clients see via clientless tools and clientless prompts. Unlike FastMCP's native format with schema and annotations, this stripped-down version uses only standard MCP protocol fields for maximum client interoperability. The format encapsulates OV's dependency injection via with flags, 12-factor environment variables, and runtime parameters, matching what FastMCP inspect format MCP generates for client compatibility. Production typically uses FastMCP's native format, while this MCP protocol format ensures baseline compatibility across different MCP client implementations. This closing brace finalizes the MCP protocol format configuration, the standardized representation that MCP clients receive via clientless tools and clientless prompts. Unlike FastMCP's native format with schema validation and tool-specific metadata, this format strictly uses MCP protocol fields for client interoperability. The structure encapsulates the UV Process Manager command with explicit, with dependency injection, 12-factor environment variables, and the server entry point exactly matching the output of FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving for MCP client compatibility. Production typically uses FastMCP's native format, but this MCP protocol format remains essential when clients require the minimal protocol-compliant representation. This closing brace completes the MCP protocol format configuration, which differs from FastMCP's native format by containing only standard MCP protocol fields. This exact structure matches what MCP clients receive via clientless tools and clientless prompts, ensuring direct interoperability with any MCP-compatible client. The format shown is generated by FastMCP inspect format MCP when saving to file, specifically for client compatibility scenarios. Production typically uses FastMCP's native format with extended metadata like schema and validation rules, while this MCP protocol format serves as the standardized representation for cross-client communication. Some clients may require additional configuration in their MCP servers, object to handle either format. MCP protocol configuration. This JSON represents the exact MCP protocol format that clients receive through clientless tools and clientless prompts, containing only standard MCP protocol fields without FastMCP-specific metadata like schemas or tool annotations. The UV run with flags implement runtime dependency injection, while environment variables follow MCP's 12-factor configuration approach for clean separation of code and settings. For complete server introspection, including FastMCP metadata, schema, annotations, tool schemas, generate the native format using FastMCP inspect format FastMCP. The format option becomes mandatory when saving to file.
The protocol that reveals everything shows nothing of itself.